On the 1st of January, I started a run challenge to run every single day in January. Well, the month is over, so it's time to let you know how I did on the challenge, and I'll share some tips with you on how you can do your own run streak.
We're going streaking! Yes!
I've never done a run streak before. I've always been kind of worried to get injured. Your muscles need to recover from your run, so I mostly just run 3 times a week, and I always have at least 1 day of rest after my run. Now I know other people like to run every day or do run streak challenges, so I wanted to give it a shot now that I don't have any races to train for. And that's the thing, normally when I'm training I run long runs that I need to recover from, and doing those runs day after day would not really be an option. So the plan was to run every day, but run short distances and go at a comfortable pace so to not have to battle exhaustion every day.
Exhaustion?
Yes, exhaustion.
Now if you watch my videos in December, you would know that I hadn't run for quite some time because of injuries. So I really did have to take it easy. It did also cause some concern if I would actually be able to run every day.
Sorry, we're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody! Come on, Snoop! Snoop a loop! Snoop, let's stay! No, it's cool, I'm cool. Bring your green hat, let's go! Come on, everybody, we're going!
So I started with a 5K to just get a feel for it, and the run went pretty well, but it kept me in a different area than where I normally run. So the next day I ran 8K just so I could actually run somewhere that I enjoy running. The 8K went great, but the third day I got this little muscle pain in my calf. I still ran an 8K, but I figured the next day I would take it easy a little bit and just do a 1K to recover. Once I started warming up during that run, I felt great, so I still ended up doing 5K.
Where's Lauren? Did she go out?
Yeah, she like runs every day. It's really annoying and, you know, show off.
Besides doing short runs and running at a comfortable pace, I planned a lot more to make sure that I could keep the streak up. Just some things to give me an advantage and keep me from getting injured. First thing was my compression socks. They help with the blood flow. It's great for during the run, but also great for recovery. Because the thing is that you need to make sure that your muscles do great during your run, but you also have to make sure that you recover on time for your next run. So fuel is important as well. The right amount of protein, so your body burns protein and not muscle. And of course water. You have to drink enough water to keep your muscles oiled up. In order to not get injured or overtrain, we have to make sure that our muscles are strong. But not just the main muscles that we use for running, but also the ones that support them, that we put strain on during our running. So that means doing strength training. Now, with running every day, it was a bit tough to do the normal strength training that I do. So I picked some exercises that I know I would benefit from the most and did those after my run. My secret weapon to make sure that I would be ready the next day for my new run was my Air Relax. Every day after my run, I would spend a nice relaxing session with the Air Relax, getting my muscles massaged to get the blood flowing and the toxins flushed out. The next days I started running 8K runs, which I felt pretty comfortable with, but I came to the realization that there might be a small flaw in my plan. At the start of the year, I set this challenge and also shared my goals in a video. One of the goals was that I wanted to be marathon ready by the end of March, just in case that there were marathons in April that I might want to run. Now, if I would be running 5Ks and 8Ks, I wouldn't have enough time to build up the distance in my training once February came around. So instead of winging it day by day and go by how I feel in the morning, I figured I need to make a schedule and somehow build up the distance a little bit. Not too much, because I still have to be able to run every day and stay injury free. But I scheduled some 10Ks and eventually build up to some 12Ks. Now what I'm counting on is that even though I'm not running the long runs that I normally would in my training, I am putting in a lot of miles every day and making my body stronger that way. So I'm hoping this will sort of compensate for the distance.
At least that's what I'm counting on.
On day 14, I was out on my run and I stopped at the Scottish Highland Cows just to take some photos and film a little bit. I squatted down to get a better shot and something went wrong with my knee. I was fine to run, but it just wasn't feeling right. The next few days I took it easy, hoping that it would go away. During my runs it didn't actually bother me, but I would feel it the rest of the day. I ran for another week, even though by day 18, if I wasn't doing the run streak, I got to the point where I normally would have said I'm gonna just take a little break from running and let it heal. I kept running though, and every morning It felt fine, but the rest of the day after my run, I would have this pain in my knee. So after 22 days of running, I decided to call it and end the run streak.
Frank!
Hey, honey! Hey!
What the hell are you doing?
We're streaking! We're going up through the quad to the gymnasium!
Who's streaking?
There's more coming!
Frank, get in the car.
Everybody's doing it!
Now!
Okay.
I was really bummed out that I didn't make it the full month, but on the other hand, I did just run 22 days in a row. Now, how does this affect my view on run streaks? Well, I think that for me, it probably would have gone better if I'd been more prepared, if I hadn't just come off an injury. I think the things that I did to try and be able to keep running were the right things to do to get me through the run streak. In order to run every day, you need to make sure that you get enough chance to recover. For me, it does raise the question if it's useful to do a run streak. Now, when I'm training for a race and I need to run long distances, do I want to bother with short runs that leave me without enough recovery time? Will the extra short runs make me stronger and make it worth the extra effort? I don't think that for me it's very handy to run every day, not when I'm trying to build up my distance runs. It's good to know that when I have the time and energy, I could schedule in an extra run when I feel like it. But I think overall, I'll benefit more from the recovery time than the extra runs. This test did also show me the possibilities of a run streak, so it's not all bad. If you're running just because it makes you feel good, that you want to relax, you're well trained and go for short runs, it could be a good thing for you.
She has to run every day if she goes crazy. She's like a border collie.
You're comparing me to a dog?
The smartest dogs in the world.
If you're training for something and you want to run long distances, I think it's better to take enough time to recover from your runs than to go out every day. I've rested my knee now and I've been doing some exercises, so hopefully I'll be back to running longer distances soon. The run streak didn't really go as planned, but I'm still glad that I did it, and I hope that I've given you some good information on whether or not to do it, and if so, how to do it. Now don't forget to like the video down below, and until next time, get out there and run.